Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Zach. I'm a photographer and videographer, but more important than that, I'm a husband and a father. And today we're talking about filming your own birth video. This is something that maybe people out there are like, why would you do this? Like, and there are people out there who don't want to do it, and that's totally fine. My wife and I like to film our birth videos. My wife used to be a YouTuber, and so she actually has posted both of her birth videos on YouTube, and they've gotten a ton of views. But that's not the main reason we film our birth videos. Yes, it's nice because she's able to give some encouragement, some ideas to other women out there who are wanting natural births, which is typically what she does and what we're expecting for this one as well. But the other reason is just for our family records, for our family archive of videography stuff, because we have that for everything else. But I thought today I'd walk you through all the things that I'm going to be taking with me to the hospital to film our birth videos, how we do it in the past, how we've done it in the past, and how I'm planning on doing it this time, and all that. Now, this is our third child, and we filmed both births previously. I will say the hospital that we are at does not mind us filming. I know there are some hospitals out there who do care about that. And so, hopefully you can get past it if this is what you're wanting. But anyway, so I'm gonna walk you through what I've got in my camera bag for this birth. And this is just kind of like a quick and dirty little video for you guys today. Maybe we'll do like an after action sort of thing and walk you through how I actually was able to get certain shots and things like that. I don't know if I'm really gonna show a lot. She posts it, I don't know if I will. Anyways, let's jump into the bag. First off, I am using my Sony FX3. That's gonna be our main camera. And right now I've got the 16 to 28 millimeter lens. And most likely this is going to be the go-to like lens for it. I'm also bringing my Sigma 24 to 70 2.8 lens. I love this lens, it's so great. The reason why I'm only bringing two lenses is one, it's gonna be more vlog sort of type. I don't need a prime lens to get, sweet bokeh. And most likely we'll probably stay on this lens because in all reality, this camera will really just be on a tripod. This camera is kind of like our safety camera. This, like, throughout the birth process, we're filming stuff on the DJI Pocket 3. Like, this is what I have in my hand. This is usually how we're vlogging. Just because it's easy and it's simple, and I really can be a little bit more covert with it. Again, our hospital doesn't mind, but it is helpful to be covert, I feel like. So I'm usually not walking around with this setup in my hand. This just gets put on the tripod so that when the birth is actually happening, like, I don't have to be holding a camera and I can be focused on my wife and on our child. And this can just kind of capture everything. So that's what I'm using for like the actual birth process. When it comes to audio, we want to make sure that we get some good audio. I use the Sennheiser MKE 200. This is an awesome little mic I've just recently added to my kit. Let me focus. And that'll just pop on. Right now I've got my DJI minis on right now. And I'll bring those, focus. And I'll bring these with, but I doubt we'll really use them all that much. Again, because we're not gonna be vlogging on this camera, we'll be on the Pocket. And the Pocket has such great audio that I don't care if we're using, lavalier mics or anything like that. Let's see, what else are we bringing in here? Let me show you the bag. So I'm using the Peter McKinnon 25 liter bag. It's got great organization and pockets, all that sort of stuff. So the Sony, the FX3 will live here. I'll have my lens here. I've got a couple of books and notebooks and things like that I'm bringing with, but the rest of it is pretty much gear. Now, since this is gonna be a tripod camera, I am bringing my PJY Tech little tripod as well as my Peak Design tripod. And those will just be, most likely I probably won't use this all that much. The PJY Tech one, I'll probably be using the Peak Design one more so because it is taller. But let me go ahead and get this put on now so I don't have to hold this thing. So walking through the bag, I've already mentioned the camera and the lens. Along with that, I've got my new Super 8 camera that I'm bringing. This is the Canon AutoZoom 512 XL. And this is the first time that I'm gonna be using this, which is a little terrifying to be using it the first time, because you're always wondering, is the film actually gonna turn out well? But I've used this exact model at a wedding. It was just a different actual camera recently, and I loved it. I loved how the footage turned out. So we picked up one for ourselves, and I'm testing the footage for the first time. I don't want to test this for the first time on a wedding day, so I have to make sure I test it on something else, and this made the most sense. So we're gonna probably won't use this too much at the hospital, maybe a few clips here and there, but then like afterwards when we bring him home and getting stuff of him in his crib and all that, that's when this will come out. But I'm bringing it just in case we want to get a shot or two. I've got a couple of extra batteries for the Sony, not much to it. Like I already said, the DJI mini system and the Sennheiser. I am bringing this Aperture MC light, which is just a great little additional light if you feel like you need it. I'm probably not going to use it, but it's just always a good safety to have it in the bag in case we do want to. Most likely she's being induced at like 8 a.m. So most likely we won't need it, but it's good to have in there as well. Ooh, it would have been bad if I forgot my SD cards. I've got two 128 SD cards in the camera right now that are recording simultaneously. I doubt that I'm going to fill those up because that's about 2.5 hours worth at 4K 24. I doubt I'm going to fill those up, but I'll bring this because I'd rather be safe than sorry. So we'll just stick that right here. There we go. I've got my little Anker power brick because that's always handy. Nice that it can charge multiple things at once. I've got some cables, extra battery pack up here, extra SD card. Even though I'm bringing a whole pack, it just kind of lives in the bag. Some Switch games, because after he's there, sometimes you gotta have something to do. In the top compartment, like I already mentioned, I've got my DJI Pocket 3, which will be our main camera that we'll be using, as well as my Fujifilm X-T30, which is my main photo camera. We do have a photographer coming. One of our greatest friends is an amazing photographer, and so she'll be coming and she'll be taking birth photos. So I probably won't use this all that much, but getting a few clips here and there will be great. I'm also bringing this new Godox IT30 Pro. Godox just sent this to me, and I've tried it out a few times. I doubt it'll be used in the hospital room, but I'm bringing it just in case. And then in here is Insta360 Go Ultra. This probably won't get used. Maybe like if we're walking around the hallways or whatever, I'll pop it on, but probably won't be used too much. But again, I'd rather be safe than sorry and just kind of have it in the bag and all that. So the only other things I need to add is my Sony speaker. My wife likes to have some worship music playing during the birth process, so we'll bring that as well. This little guy, which is some spare batteries for the X-T30, which can just pop right in there. And then my Anker battery pack. This, when you're in the hospital, it's always great to have a battery pack. I mean, I literally always have this with me no matter what. Obviously, I'll have my laptop with me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna bring some hard drives because I may still do a little bit of work after baby's here. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The only other thing that is coming with me from the office and still needs to be packed is a little celebratory whiskey. Because you can't smoke cigars or pipes in the hospital anymore, but I think I can get by with a glass of whiskey. So that's everything that I'm using to film the birth and document it. And I think for me, the main idea is just documenting it. I know my wife will want to make a YouTube video out of it because she feels like it does help other women out there. She's had, you know, such great responses and reactions to her previous ones. And the way that she, you know, does birth, I think isn't always talked about. So she's excited for that aspect. I just love being able to document it and having it for our family records. I don't know if our kids will want to watch it back, but we've watched both of our previous kids' births back, and it's been really cool to watch those moments back, to kind of relive them. So that's our main reason for doing it. Again, some people aren't going to want to, and that's totally fine. We like to, but if you're not the person who wants to document your birth, that's totally fine, but we are. So hopefully I'll be back maybe in another video and I'll walk you through some of the things that I did, but that's it for now. See you guys. Wish us luck.